Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole here from My Pretty Charmed Life. In today's video, I am going to go over some of the new classics that Elfbeads is releasing, starting with the Flowerstones. And don't worry, there are some flower twigs that I will be showing you in the end. Starting with these Flowerstones, you can see that they're like solid in color, so they're not going to be see-through glass like you would see in some of the other glass beads. It does have a very painted on feel to them, and we will look at these one by one. This first one is Forget-Me-Not Flowerstone, so somewhat of darker tones to it with the blues and purples. Then this one lightens it up. This is Magnolia Flowerstone with some pale pinks and some greens hidden behind the flowers here as well. And then this one right here is Ceramic Flowerstone, really pale blue and green tones to this one here. And then next up we have Wonder Flowerstone, which is just different tones of greens in here. It has a little white dot in the center to add some contrast too, so you're not just looking at all green. This one right here is probably my favorite, of course, because of the pinks. This one is Bougainvillea Flowerstone. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not entirely sure, but this one probably my favorite. And then the last one I have to show you is the Delight Flowerstone. And this has some light orange, dark reddish orange with, again, that white center in the flower. These are just a few of the ones they've released, you guys. There are plenty more, so check out the Elfbeads website if you want to see them all. And now we'll move on to the Tripetuals. Again, there's quite a few more of these on the website, but I do have these three to show you. And again, it has that like painted on feel. Again, I really don't know the proper way to explain that, but I think you know what I mean by it not having like that glass coating that you can see through. So let's take a look at these one by one. Okay, it's probably no surprise that this one is my favorite. This one is called Sweet Night Tripetual, and it's a limited edition, I believe, and it just has beautiful pink and teal tones to it. Hold on, I gotta see something. Yes, it would go so good, that Bougainvillea one. And then I love the little like golden dots on there. They're a little bit golden if you can see. Absolutely a stunning, stunning bead. So beautiful. And then next we have the Sweet Tripetual, which is just these tones of pink. You have darker pink and lighter pink, white little dots in the center. Okay, and then this one, it's Magic Tripetual. And you guys, the more I look at it, the more I just fall in love with this one. Not tones I would normally go for, but I am a girl from the Southwest, and this just has so many Southwest vibes for me. I just love it so much. It's actually really pretty. But here are the three Tripetuals together. Now let's move on to flower twigs. This first one here is called Gold Oil Sunset Flower Twig. So you have kind of a golden oil base. You can see on the side, like it's not see-through, kind of have that like sheen of gold oil on there, and the flower twigs line above it. Nice golden tone. Very similar base. This one is called the Gold Oil Light Mauve flower tone. So you just can see that there is a very light, almost rose gold colored flower twigs on there. And again, that same base in the middle of the glass. These are really, really pretty, you guys. Now this one here is called Blue Lagoon Flower Twig. I see blue, I see hints of purple. I think it is really, really beautiful. I love that look on the inside of the glass where it kind of looks like it's glowing, the way the light shines on it. These are so, so pretty. I'll go ahead and show you guys the center of this as well. There you go. Now you can see through those. Let's actually get one more look at this one before we move on, just because it's stunning. Speaking of stunning, this next one, the Amber Gold Dust Flower Twig, has so much going on with it, and it is a beauty all on its own too. If you can look in the core, there's sparkle in there, there's flakes of color in there. It is just so beautiful. I I love this one. You can see the glow of the flowers and the color tones on there as well. I just love everything about this one. Now this next one also has a lot of dimension to it. This is the Romantic Lilac Peach Flower Twig, and you can see kind of that lavender base with some sparkle, and then of course the pink flower twigs. I like looking at these ones on the side just because you can see so much had to go into these ones. They're just so beautiful. I love this one. I love them all, can you tell? Now, those of you who love the blush base that Elfbeads has in a lot of their beads, there's a flower twig now that is called Blush Gold Flower Twig, and it has that blush color that I feel is so, well, I'm very familiar with it from Elfbeads, probably because of the pink tones to it, but then you have the gold flower twigs on top, and let's take a look on the sides. So pretty. I just love the way all the colors come together on these. They're absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I feel like this one actually has a lot going on too, similar to the Amber Gold Dust Flower Twig. This one is called Icelandic Moss Flower Twig, and I love how it really does look like there is some beautiful moss growing inside this bead, but it's not like bad moss, it's good moss. It's really, really pretty. It would go really well with these peacock glass beads that I have in my head from Elf, but yeah, there's this one, and then the flower twigs on there kind of have that like solid color to it. They're not as see-through. Last but not least, this is the last flower twig I have to show you. This is Violet Stardust Flower Twig. This is so beautiful. It reminds me of the Romantic Lilac one. Like both of those to me just have major unicorn vibes to it. I don't know if it's that like sheen of sparkle that just kind of glistens on the inside or what it is, but I mean, look at that. There is like some definite unicorn magic happening in this bead. I can't even explain it. But yeah, that is what I have to show you from the flower twigs. There are a few more if you look on elfbeads.com, so make sure you take a look. And we'll close out looking at all these flower twigs together since they are some of my personal favorite. A huge thank you to the Elfbeads team for sending me these items so I can share them with you guys, take a look at all their beauty. I know that I hear from some of you that it's easier to make decisions once we see these beads in video format. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Would love to have you. See you all next time.